Hi, I'm Angela. Today's topic is, how does stress affect our love life? So in other videos I've mentioned how our society and the expectations of our culture over time, and especially now because society is becoming faster, have a huge impact on the way we personally may feel that we're allowed to express love, to express passion, and to express our desires to be close. So a lot of the daily love and togetherness videos were established because modern society is really intense at the moment at kind of limiting us or stopping us from feeling what it is to be together, and from giving us time and spaces, private spaces, because our private spaces are also being invaded more by technology, by the intervention of our societal stresses, such as taking away time with our families because of work, or expectations to have a certain income, so you have to work longer. And also, I would say in certain modern countries, particularly the USA, there is that expectation that you must work longer and more hours in order for society to function. So people may be paid for a certain time limit, but they often work overtime, or they're checking their phone after work to keep up with the expectations of their work. So this general push of society almost to strip us from being more together really is a great challenge for you to say no. These are my priorities and this is what I'm going to do. And even to really push you to get forceful with your work environments. And while some of you may think, I can't do that, it becomes a choice at this stage. Because if we individually don't stand up to those work environments and say, no, I'm not going to give you that extra time, you can work it out for yourself, it won't happen. So stress affects our love life by literally responding to the environment from a nervous system point of view. So if we look at, I'm just going to demonstrate physically with our body what happens as a stress response from the nervous system. What happens from the nervous system, from the feet up to the head to the peripheral points of the fingers, is this stress response, and your energy actually goes out. It's like you're being constantly pressured to be ready for some potential threat or some need that's from outside of yourself. So what that does to the body is it's constantly looking out rather than looking in. And the stresses of modern society are constantly requiring you to do that, whether it's driving in traffic, responding to more expectation from school, to parents, to be parenting the children or doing the homework with the children. That didn't happen in the 70s, by the way. Kids did homework by themselves. And so modern society is expecting more and more and more of you until you actually create a new space. So what that does in your love life is you don't have space when you're in this situation to relax and feel inside. You don't have space to even emotionally or physically, heart space wise, to give to your partner. And because of the children and their priorities, you will give that more to the youth before you will give it to your partner and mate. And that's what I'm seeing a lot, people, is that people are feeling that stress and respond firstly to the children. So love relationships between your partner go to second base because of the demands of and the needs of children to be put first. So if you are experiencing those stresses, I can give you a lot of insights into how to put up certain strong boundaries. Coaching is all about that. And I invite you right now, as an exercise, to go home and look at what your body is like in your home space. Are you still responding to work? Are you still kind of on edge? What do you do to unwind? And also, what do you do to give space to you first? And then you can add on the other members of the household. If you don't have space for you in your home environment, if you're still in a stress response, your love life doesn't really flourish. So I invite you to go home and look at that body response.